Time, like even like you see their phones, they're sharing it with their family to give them courage. It's not like we want to make anybody look bad or anything, but there's a lot of people that cannot be here. Just in Newburgh, there's more than 14,000 people who are immigrants, and that's just Newburgh. We're not counting Harriman or Monroe, who's growing. Haverstraw, who's like majority immigrant too, but they're not here. So a lot of stuff. I was asking them to like share this stuff because our family members wish they could be here, but they're not.
I'd love to log everyone's names. So if you guys want to write it down, because we love data, so I share with them everyone.
¿Alguien más quiere contar su historia?
Yeah.
Sí, yo.
Okay. ¿Alguien más traduce?
Estaba buscando, porque cuando Scuffi hizo su campaña, él en el YouTube tenía mensajes y videos de cómo él creció en un hogar pobre y que no tenía todo lo necesario. Quería estar tocándolo mientras así, con nuestras historias para que vean que somos como él. Aunque él sea blanco, él tiene las mismas experiencias que nosotros. Pero yo puedo decir.
¿En YouTube?
¿Comienzo? Sí, pero poquito, para que pase ahí traduciendo.
Mi nombre es Reina Huertos.
My name is Reina Huertos.
Vivo aquí en Newburgh desde 2005.
I've lived in Newburgh since 2005.
Tengo 3 años que tuve un accidente de trabajo.
As of 3 years ago, I had a work incident.
Y pienso que obtener una licencia para obtener un carro es muy necesario para mí en este tiempo.
I feel and know that me being able to get a license is very important to me because it will lead for me being able to get a car.
Tanto como para mí y todos los ciudadanos que estamos viviendo en Newburgh es muy importante esta licencia.
Because just as much as it's important for me, it's also important to all the residents living in Newburgh right now.
Porque yo no tengo hijos, pero tengo una salud que no la tengo bien.
I may not have kids that I need to transport, but I'm not in the best health right now, and I need to take care of that.
Necesito ir a citas médicas, necesito ir a hacer mis compras.
I need to go to medical appointments. I need to be able to go in and do some grocery shopping.
Y en 14 años, o desde el 2005 que estoy acá, pues todo el tiempo ando pagando taxi.
And as of 2005, 14 years now that I've been here, it's always just me having to pay cabs.
Cuando nosotros usamos un taxi, nos cobran por lo si vamos más lejos es más dinero.
The further that I have to go, it's a lot more money that I don't have that I have to pay.
No podemos transportarnos como quisiéramos para hacer nuestras necesidades.
We can't get around like we'd like to just to meet their necessities.
Y pues estoy expresando mi necesidad, tanto como todos los ciudadanos de Newburgh necesitamos.
And I'm expressing my
El
need
apoyo
for, just as every other person in Newburgh wishes they could.
de estas oficinas que nos den el apoyo para las licencias.
We need the support of this office so
Para
we can get these
poder tener
licenses.
un carro y movilizarnos con más facilidad.
Or it will lead to us getting a car and have ease of mobility wherever we go.
Eso es todo lo que puedo decir por ahora.
That's all I can say for now.
Esperemos que alguien más
And I hope that someone else will
pueda
also
decir
share.
lo suyo.
¡Sí se puede!
Sí
se
puede.
¡Sí se puede! ¡Sí se puede! ¡Sí se puede! ¡Sí se puede! ¡Sí se puede!
Sí se puede.
¡Sí se puede! ¡Sí se puede! What do we want?
Driver license.
When do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
Driver license.
When do we want it?
Now.
¿Qué queremos?
Licencia.
¿Cuándo?
Ahora.
Okay, compañeros, thank you.
Thank you so
We're
much.
gonna actually, and I know that I don't know how long they go in conference, and we came. Some of us drove. I mean, I started driving around 6 in the morning, picking up people up and everything, and it would be sad for me to come here for 10 minutes and spend 10 minutes here in his office and leave. So we're gonna be here for a little bit, hoping maybe they'll send you some news and say like it's good or if he feels good or something.
So they're in conference all the way up until session starts at 1?
I thought it starts at 3. 1?
It's 1, yeah.
Okay.
Let me check. Yeah, it's at 1 o'clock today.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, we're not gonna be here till 1, but we would like to keep sharing our story. This kind of activity, most of us have never done it. They never come here to Albany to see our senator's office. So I think a lot of them is the first time this like empowering for them. So even sharing this story with you means a lot to us.
Yeah, no, I really appreciate you coming and sharing your stories.
And maybe you have questions for us because I know you see him all the time and you talk to him. So you have questions for us.
I don't think so. Let me go ask my LT who's back here.
So so pongan el código de Newburgh 122 o los de Monroe pongan el de Harris Street.
New York, ya te busca. Yes, sir.
Oh, we're good. We've been sitting. My
Yeah, you know, like you driving around all day. Yesterday.
Sorry.
No, we're good.
Stop
¿Alguien tiene otra historia?
Copyright number, I guess.
Okay. Mi nombre es Félix.
My name is Felix.
Yo llegué a este país desde que tenía mis 22 años.
I got to this country since I was 22 years old.
Desde esa vez siempre he trabajado, ¿verdad?
Since then, I've been working hard.
Yo sé que un tiempo hubo chance para conseguir
Yeah,
green card y todo eso, pero
yeah. There was a time when it was very, you know, it was easy to get access to drive in New York State.
pero pasó una cosa en mi familia, ¿verdad? Que uno no se lo desea a nadie.
But something happened in my family that really, I wouldn't want anybody to go through that.
Pero tuve que viajar a México
But I have to travel to Mexico,
y regresar
and I have to
5
come back
años después.
5 years later.
Pero desde que yo llegué a este país siempre trabaja y trabaja y trabaja, ¿verdad?
But since I got to this country, all I ever did is work.
Eh, una cosa, ¿verdad? Que a mí me pasó, entonces, ¿verdad? Mi vivencia que pasó.
Something that has happened is really personal, and I still have it.
Trabajando, se puede toda la vida.
Working all my life.
Los últimos 23 años, 24 años,
The last 23, 24 years,
yo estaba trabajando de
I
electricidad,
was working as an electrician.
pero por la necesidad de la licencia, de ese papelito,
But because of the necessity of the driver license, of that little piece of paper,
por no tenerla, yo perdí mi trabajo.
because I didn't have, I lost my job.
Y para mí es difícil
And for me, it's very difficult
se puede decir, de aceptarlo
to accept it.
después de 23 años
After working on that for 23 years,
y ahora no tener trabajo.
now I don't have work.
So, si uno no tiene licencia, como ese pequeño papelito de plástico que nos dan,
Because I don't have a driver license, I see it like a piece of plastic or paper that we need.
eso a mí, si yo no tuviera, me diera chance, pues no me importaría si pierdo mi trabajo.
Yeah, it will give me another opportunity. It won't matter if I lose a job, I know I can get another.
Para manejar, digamos, fuera de Newburgh, a otros pueblos,
Yeah, so just
buscar mejores trabajos.
so I can drive outside of Newburgh to look for better work or kind of quality jobs for me.
Porque cuando yo estaba trabajando, ¿verdad? Yo iba a Harriman, íbamos a Winchester, íbamos para McKinney Libre, trabajando, pero con la compañía.
Because when I was working, we would go everywhere, but the company would take me there.
Yeah. Ahora yo sé que sí hay trabajo, pero el problema mío es que no puedo manejar, no puedo salir. O si salgo, usted sabe, siempre mirándome la policía que me pueda detener y me sale peor.
Right. Right now, driving, it's just like to drive. It's very difficult, especially in these times. Like, you have to be careful really what to do because these political times that we live in. I'm afraid to even get into a car and drive because, you know, who knows what's going to happen.
Yeah. Uno puede, lo pueden ir, llevar a la cárcel y de la cárcel ir a México, deportarlo a México.
Yeah.
Y eso es lo que la mayoría no queremos.
Yeah. Just for a simple thing, they can pull us out and then, you know, who knows, take us to jail. And after that, you know, we could be deported just for that.
Yeah. Yo sé que en este país, ¿verdad? Nos da oportunidades, nos dio para vivir. Yo,
I know this country when I came here, it gives me a lot of opportunity. I've been living and I feel good about being here in this country.
pero ahora, ya de mi edad, pues ya uno ya es difícil trabajar, especialmente en México.
And now, for him at his age, he gives everything to this country, all his youth, all his life. And now he's afraid because if he goes back to Mexico at his age, it's going to be very difficult to get a job and survive.
Yeah. So por eso ahora sí, ustedes que nos representan, nos dan ese gran apoyo de tener licencia, sería maravilla para nosotros.
So
No
now,
solamente para mí.
so now I'm here telling my story, relying on you. Hear a story and get the human side and do the right thing for us because basically his life depends on you.
Y si uno obtiene esto, sería maravilla, sería, ¿verdad? Como volver a nacer. Porque
Just having a driver license for some people won't look like a big thing, but for us, it will give us a better opportunity to be like reborn again and do what I have to do to survive.
Is there a strategy? Is there
bueno, esto,
Thank you for listening.
yeah.
I know he mentioned.
Sí se puede, sí se puede, sí se puede, sí se puede.
These are the stories that motivate me to do more because being away from the community, sometimes we forget about it. You know, we focus on the very political side of this system we live, and really we forget about how we grow up, the struggles that we all go through. And I mean, I did that too. You know, I was here and I was working. I was doing really good at my job.
I'm not sure it's correct to say he would only support it in that case.
Senator James
You know, so like that I don't know. It's certainly part of a consideration.
Alright.
You know.
Well, we're definitely here.
No, I appreciate that. You know.
And I mean, definitely, we'll be here. If it doesn't pass, we'll be here every year, every month until it passes. You guys
No,
see us
sure.
grow every year.
I know. I appreciate that. You know.
The good thing about our
Yeah.
organization is that like we actually became
De lo que
C4.
sea, de todos somos del número de Monroe.
So now we're
That
definitely.
gives you much more. Yep.
Alguien que exprese
You know,
sus
this
necesidades.
is good that we can support people who doing the right thing,
Yeah.
Thank you so much for your call.
also at the same time
Road
have a
trip.
voice.
What comes up
Yeah,
on
yeah,
the
So,
caller ID would be your phone number?
and I want to keep this conversation
Absolutely.
open, much like if you guys. Let me know.
Esto es una
I know you guys,
necesidad,
you know,
¿no? Es
because
una
from
necesidad.
Monroe, neighbors,
Una
America,
llamada permanente.
how do we,
No es un
Yeah,
privilegio,
so
es
this is like I
una
said, like
necesidad para un-
what I'm doing and
I
listening
don't
to
have
this
a-
or phone
conversation.
calls?
Come
No,
on.
yeah.
Let's bring your
I think
stories.
that
College
is,
just got with
you know,
regards to
certainly to hear from
supporting
folks
Really?
in the district.
See, so that's good.
What's
Great.
that?
College just got was supporting.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
great.
Oh, nice.
Good.
I was like, I thought you said like, he just called me, you support him.
No, no, there's a constituent.
That's good, that's
Yeah, I
good.
told you, we're getting a lot of calls about it, like, he's
Yeah,
very open to
yeah.
hearing and really wants to hear all the stories, so I appreciate you sharing.
Right.
Oh, we're gonna do more, we're gonna do social media, we'll do, you get some calls, and we'll let the night thing.
Hi, thank you.
Bienvenidos a todos y gracias a venir aquí a hablar con nosotros y
No, it's okay.
Yeah, you know,
You can
hablo un
translate.
poco de español, pero gracias a venir aquí y you know, estamos escuchando a nosotros. Ustedes, gracias.
Gracias.
Sí.
¿Alguien tiene una historia que quiera contar ahorita?
Hola, buenos
Yeah,
días.
story.
Yeah, sí.
Mi nombre es Pedro Linares. Hello, my name is Pedro Linares. Estoy aquí por la razón para pedir el apoyo para que nos den una licencia de conducir. I'm here to ask for support, to just like support the driver license. Ya estamos, yo tuve un problema. Yo estoy separado de la mamá de mis niños. I had a big problem. I was separated from my family. Yo tengo que viajar 2 fines de semana al mes hasta el sur de New Jersey. I have to travel all the way twice a week to south of New Jersey. Un día que yo regresaba de estar a mis niños, one day that I was coming back from
What's your
an interview with my kids,
Yeah.
yo paré en un área de descanso a comprar un café. I stopped by rest stands to get a coffee. Cuando yo regresaba a mi carro, que yo estaba sentado hablando con mi niño. So when I got back to my car, I was sitting and talking to my kid. Se me acercó un oficial en su carro. So a state trooper official got nearby my car. Me dijo que si yo estaba bien, y le dije sí. And he started asking me questions about if I was okay. Me preguntó si yo estaba tomando alcohol en ese momento. He asked me if I was drinking alcohol in that moment. Él me hizo que me bajara de mi carro. He made me get down on my car. Me hizo caminar para frente y para atrás. He made me go back and forth. Puso un lápiz en los ojos. He went through the whole process, passing all the thing. Y ahí me preguntó por una licencia. And then at the end he asked me for a driver. Yo le dije que no tenía. Ese momento me arrestó. I said I didn't have one, and in that moment he arrested me. Me llevó hasta la estación más cerca que tenía. He just drive me to the nearest station that he had. Cuando llegamos allá me puso a soplar en una máquina. When we got there, he made me blow it. Y en ningún momento me encontró alcohol. And any given moment, they find alcohol. En ese momento me pidió un taxi. In that moment, he asked for a cab. Para regresarme donde estaba mi carro. To go back where my car was. Me dio 2 tickets. He gave me 2 tickets. Tuve que ir a la corte.
And what
I
car
had
are
to
you
go
from?
back to court.
In Nueva Jersey?
Sí.
Yeah.
El juez me
And
pidió
you live
un
in the district
abogado
now?
de inmigración y uno de crimen.
Well, thank you so much for your call.
Yeah, well,
Comprendo mucho más bien que puedo hablar.
Okay.
Yeah, no, comprendo bien, pero no hablo bien.
So,
Yeah.
entonces, yo regresé a la próxima corte.
Yeah.
Y me volvieron a cambiar hasta la tercera corte que yo fui. Yo presenté lo que me pidió el juez. Me pidió una licencia, aunque sea de otro estado. Yo no le dije que no la tenía. Me pidió una licencia, aunque sea de mi país. Me dio otra cita. Tuve que regresar otra vez al siguiente mes. Cuando yo le presenté mi licencia de México, está vencida ya y no ha salido de mi país. En ese momento me da otro ticket por la licencia. Entonces yo le pregunté por qué ya no pude hacer nada.
Thank you.
Estamos cansados.
¿Y cuánto cuesta los tickets?
Los tickets, ese ticket nos salió $4.50. Demasiado dinero. Él me dio un plato para pasar todavía. Pero ya yo estoy cansado, yo no quiero entrar manejando sin licencia porque es un problema. Entonces es la situación que yo ando también apoyando a poder tener licencia. Estamos cansados que vamos manejando, nos vemos oficial, nomás por nuestro color, nos tiene que parar y no tener una licencia. A veces llevamos a nuestros niños que se van riendo con nosotros. Cuando nos detienen, nos arrestan. Voltea a ver a los niños llorando. A ver si nos acompañas. A veces yo les digo, pónganse la mano en el corazón y si tienen y vas a sentir ver sus niños felices y en 5 minutos después los ven llorando. Eso es triste. Y por eso es la causa que estamos creando para poder tener.
Gracias.
Sí se puede. Sí se puede.
Licencia, no las queremos.
Ahora.
¿Qué queremos?
Licencia.
No las queremos.
Ahora.
¿A dónde viven ustedes? Where do you guys live?
Yo vivo en Rockland County, en Nyack,
Nyack.
de Nyack, en Rockland County.
¿El Senior Center?
No, Senator Carlucci.
Oh, Carlucci, I know.
Yeah.
So él dice que él vive en Rockland County. Su senador de donde vive él es Carlucci. So you live around Spring Valley.
Sí, yeah.
Son-
Hasta 15 minutos de Spring Valley.
How can I help you?
and you know that community right there, huge
Yo sé.
ecuatorianos,
Yes.
salvadoreños, guatemaltecos, mexicanos,
Y Haitians.
Haitians,
Yeah. Haitian, no.
Haitianos.
Haitianos, yeah.
So I think you're one of them who sees us, as you know, prosper.
Yes.
Like, there's a lot of, majority of the businesses start are immigrants.
Yep.
¿Quién
Yep.
tiene aquí que tiene un familiar o ellos mismos puedan abrir un negocio? Que tengan un familiar que abrió un negocio. Conocido, familiar, como le guste. So, ¿quién ya ha visto su propio negocio?
Nadie.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So, you're
Yeah,
saying like,
yeah, I got it.
economically,
Yeah, yeah.
and then most of them do it without a license, without all the documentation they ask, but they still hire people, pay taxes, and so this is what we're doing every day. And I don't know if you saw the assembly yesterday.
I did. I mean, I know what happened in the assembly. I wasn't watching the debate.
Yeah, so ayer en el debate,
Mhm.
and a couple of the assemblymen said, if we give a driver privilege, I mean, this driver's license, they could become terrorists.
And that's not something that you can, I don't know the Spanish for it, but that's not something that my boss ever believes.
But you know,
Yeah.
like at the same, like I
Right.
heard that saying, like, bad people do until good people stand up.
Mhm. Mhm.
So, and I know that, we can do the math, because I have talked to a lot of the assembly, like, I literally had a conversation with Senator Eileen Gunther yesterday,
Okay, in the assembly, yeah.
in the assembly,
Yeah.
before the vote. And her
Yeah.
argument was, the mathematics does not add up.
The
Because she
mathematics
represents,
okay. Yeah,
she
yeah.
represents
She-
Monticello.
Middletown and,
Yeah.
yes, yeah.
So she's like, Middletown loves it, like,
Yes,
and we're good.
yes.
It's like, but out
Sullivan
there,
County is.
similar
yeah.
to school.
Yeah,
similar schools.
it's,
But at the end,
Right.
right, what's the moral and the right thing to do? I feel sometimes it hurts when the people say like mathematically makes no sense,
Yep.
or it's difficult, or I'm gonna get blowback.
Mhm.
But we said you got
Right.
elected because of the heart
Right.
and the promise you made.
No, I hear, I mean, and it is difficult because, yo.
Es difícil, dice.
Yeah, sí, yo sé que los inmigrantes son una parte integral de nuestro país y de nuestra comunidad. So it's that, esto no es
What town are you guys from?
we know that,
What town
so
are you
it's
guys from,
just
so I
to
can
try
share that with
to
the senator?
understand,
Where
there
are
are
you
so
from?
many issues that are there, and we wanna try to make sure that this is a,
Middletown? Awesome.
a democratic majority
And what
that
was your
we
name so I
have
could
for
take it
more
down?
than just one time.
Right.
And it's,
Okay.
if we
Thank
can
you
do
so much
that,
for your
then that
call.
gives
I
us a
appreciate
lot more, that gives us a lot
You
more,
too,
but I
take
know
care.
that that's for everybody here, that's una cosa muy personal,
Yeah.
and there's no, it's difficult to say, to balance that.
But
So-
like at the same time,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
If you were to say like, Ignacio, I'll give you a job
Right.
because of your courage.
Right.
And then when you test me out, the first thing I do, I take a step back and say, you know what? I want to hold on to this job.
Mhm.
I want to hold on to the majority.
Senator James
Right.
Scuffi.
Right. Well, there are other, I hear that, and
No,
I
no,
think, and I understand for everybody here, this is the issue. This
It's
is.
life, man. This
Yeah,
is life.
and I don't, I don't expect that
Right, right.
anybody would feel
Okay.
different,
Sí, sí,
this
sí.
is, yep, so.
Trata para pedir licencias, que nos den a todos los inmigrantes las licencias.
Yeah, do we need,
I just have your money.
oh, just, yeah, definitely, we want
Yes,
that,
I
yep.
authorize
Yeah,
it. My name is
sure.
Alexia.
But, and just one
Thank
one
you.
second, and Alexia, while you're, this,
Sí,
we
que
need.
entiende que todo esto es
amendments,
algo personal para todos, todos.
we need
Pero
just
aquí hay
an amendment package
muchos
for this one too. It's also a
propuestas.
recall.
Son muchas propuestas que hay ahorita. y entienden que ahorita los que estamos aquí ahorita, pues esto es algo personal y es nuestro. Pues.
And there are lots of other, I mean, and there are other things that by virtue, because we have a liberal, a progressive, a democratic majority in the Senate that we are able to pass.
Hay otras cosas de que porque tenemos la mayoría y somos progresistas en el Senado, hemos podido pasar.
So, I mean, I think that this Friday, there's likely to be some legislation about rent protections
Dice
for
que
people.
tal vez este viernes va a haber una legislación de protección de renta.
Yeah, which would never have passed if this was still the Republican majority.
Esto nunca pasaría si la mayoría fuera republicana.
It's very possible that there will be legislation this session to legalize marijuana.
También puede ser posible que va a haber legislación para pasar el acceso a marihuana.
And that's something which also would not happen at all if we don't have the majority.
Y eso también nunca pasaría si no tuviéramos la mayoría.
But again, I know that that's something which all of these issues may be things that you care about, but this is the one that you care about the most. And I know that. I know that.
Yeah, and I think, like you're talking about rent control, right?
Right.
And there's also health insurance. There's another.
Right.
All those issues affect them equally.
I know.
Like
I know.
somebody just said they can't go to the hospital. They don't have insurance. They don't have that.
Yep.
But a lot of the times it's like, you know, like there's like a rank. Like if I don't eat, am I gonna worry about the house?
I know.
So
I know.
it varies.
I think it is very, very likely that if this, there will be a time in the future, and probably not like 5-10 years in the future, that this does happen, if it doesn't happen now. I don't know, but I know that for everybody here, we want it to happen now.
Right. Dice que tal vez no en el largo futuro, pero está seguro que esto pasaría. Pero yo sé que ustedes lo necesitan ahora. And the emergency that you speak of, that we want it now, is because Trump is getting worse. It's like if you were to tell me, like, listen, Trump is about to take a pause, and we're like, all right, let's take five more years.
No. I mean, if he's reelected, then we have a very, very big problem.
Yeah. So that's why, like, 2 years ago.
Necesitamos una protección, ¿verdad?
Sí.
Porque si 5 años más nos vamos todos para México.
Pero si Trump está reelected, entonces it's going to be very high. No, so it's like español, inglés, you know. It's going to be very hard.
Va a ser muy difícil.
Difícil, but also for us, if Trump is reelected, that may mean that the Democrats lose the Senate here as well.
Dice que si Trump gana, que tal vez los demócratas pierden el Senado que otra vez.
Because right now Trump is not popular.
O que ahorita Trump no es muy popular.
But if he gets popular and gets reelected, then maybe a lot of other Republicans get elected too.
Dice que tal vez si él gana, tal vez otros republicanos vuelvan a ganar.
So, I hope that does not happen. It's like,
tal vez no sería bueno que eso ganara.
And it's so, but the district, and this is where it is hard. Is the district here? This district did vote for Trump.
Este distrito que él representa votó por Trump.
Not by a lot, but by a little bit.
No por mucho, pero por poquito.
So we need to make sure that people there that voted for Trump realize they made a mistake.
Dice que muchos de los que viven ahí votaron por Trump. Hay que hacerlos realizar que hicieron algo malo.
Yeah, I mean, and we hope that they will realize that.
Y ojalá se den cuenta de eso.
Yeah, and then and vote for a Democrat for president, and vote for Democrat for other for the Senate, for the Assembly, for others.
Dice, sería bueno que voten por los representantes demócratas en el Senado. So I would say a message for sure, because sometimes it's hard to get in more than 5 minutes.
No, that's fine.
Yesterday, Eileen Gunther, she said you didn't do your job. You didn't educate the people.
She said that?
Yeah, sorry. Ayer la asambleísta me dijo a mí, no hiciste tu trabajo, no educaron a la gente. And I hear that a lot.
Yeah.
But I think about it, I was like, you are our representative. My taxes pay your salary, I voted for you.
Yep.
Your job is to educate those people.
Right.
So what can we do? How can we, with our Senate schools, to educate some of those towns he's getting pushed back. How, I believe I haven't tried.
You know, I know, and it's hard because I think for many people, it's on the who oppose it, it becomes this issue of emotion, not of logic.
Yeah. Dice que mucha gente que se opone a esto no es por lógica, es por emoción.
And unfortunately it's the same emotion that causes them to vote for Trump.
Es la misma emoción que votan por Trump.
You know, and so it's very hard with somebody who believes something for a reason that doesn't make any sense.
Es que hay gente que votan por cosas que no tienen sentido.
To try to talk them out of it.
Que para quitarles esa opinión o ese sentimiento que votan por ese sentimiento.
There's a saying that you know you can't reason somebody into a position that they didn't reason themselves into to begin with. I know. Sorry.
Puedes dejar entrar en razón a una persona que no cree en lo que están diciendo.
Tiene razón.
Yeah, you know, and that is hard with a lot of these issues because I think that
es muy difícil con estas clases de estos asuntos
because people who know, you know, I have worked and I know the senator has worked with people.
Yo trabajé y el senador
you know, with people in the immigrant community,
you
know, from the Latino community for many years, and so I understand.
Por mucho tiempo.
And many people in this area, in this district, they don't talk to people who aren't like them.
Y mucha gente en el sitio no hablan con gente que no son como ellos.
And that makes people not understand, and it makes people see people in the community as less than human or as less than American.
Es por eso no entienden a la gente y no lo respetan como americanos.
¿Y cómo nuestro senador ve esa manera de que ese pensamiento de la gente?
How senators
How do the senators feel about like people thinking like that? His perspective of life.
It's not good. I mean, most of those people did not vote for him, of course, because you know there certainly is some.
Mucha de esa gente no votaron por él.
Yeah, you know, there are some people. There's a small number of people that voted for Trump and voted for the senator because Trump did win the district, and so if everybody that had voted for him voted against the senator, then the senator would have lost.
Right.
So, but it's not a large number. Maybe it's 5%. Maybe it's 10%. You know.
Como 5% donde votaron por Trump, pero todavía votaron por él.
Yeah. So most of the people that vote for Trump are not going to consider voting for any Democrat at all.
Dice, muchas de las personas que votaron por Trump no van a considerar votar por un demócrata.
But then there are other people. The senator is not very supportive of the governor, and
el senador no apoya mucho al gobernador.
And so there are people that are Republicans that don't like the governor as well. So they do like the fact that.
So hay a veces republicanos que no les cae bien el gobernador y por eso también lo apoyan a él.
But you know, we know, you know, I know, we know, you know, you are all members of the community. You're all here.
Todos son miembros ustedes de la comunidad, sabemos.
Here, and it doesn't just because you know folks, whether or not they were born in the United States, if you live in the United States.
Aunque no nacieron aquí, pero viven aquí.
Right, you know, then you're American.
Son americanos.
Yeah, because I had an experience just recently in Warwick.